Hey, what's going on? Thanks for joining me. You are awesome. And this is awesome too. This is the new Tease Guitars ST1. And yeah, it's awesome. Is it as awesome as the last version of the ST1? Not at all. It's more awesome. Let's get into it. Check it out. The new ST1 from Tease Guitars has finally made it to RJ's Cave. And for those of you that know me, know that I've been talking about getting a Boomer Blue one for like the last 2 or 3 months. And this one's not Boomer Blue. But you know what? That's okay, because what happened was these things started selling out before they ever hit the shore. I'm telling you, before they hit the United States, 30% of them were already pre-sold. Yeah. And just a short while later, it's getting hard to get the colors that you want. So do yourself a favor, head on over there right now. Put this video, this review in a little picture-in-picture, and head on over to teaseguitars.com and get the one you want now, because pretty soon it's going to be a case of if you blink, you're going to miss it. Okay? And this way you can buy it while listening to me talk about how awesome it is. Okay? So yeah, this guitar has been improved in a lot of ways. Okay, let's go over it. All right, let's talk about the headstock. The headstock, as you noticed last time, it was painted. Not this time around, but that's okay. This time around, we got a black logo. There's a reason for that. The chrome logo looks awesome, but on film, it looks black. So I like the fact that it's like this. Okay, that's just my opinion. Those are my thoughts. Anyway, it says ST1 SPR on here, right? And we got our 18-to-1 tuners, and we got our 2 roller string trees, we got our bone nut, right? Now, check out what's on the back. All right, let me turn it around so you can read it upside, so it's not upside down. That's a serial number. All the new ST1s are the first models to come with official Tease Guitar serial numbers. Everything is going to be documented, so that if you decide you got to sell this baby, you can get top dollar, because everyone's going to know it's not some kind of fake. They're going to know exactly what it is. Okay, so you'll at least be able to get every bit of value out of it that you can. But you're not going to be selling this. Trust me on that, okay? Because for the last month or so, I've been planning on everything I was going to do to modify this guitar. And then the moment I got it, I had to throw all those plans out the window. And I spent $150. So, because the guitar is perfect the way it is. Here's the thing. I was playing it for about an hour nonstop, and I lost track of time. So that tells you right there how good it is. But then I realized that it's everything I need in the Strat guitar for me, right? Because I'm not a Strat player. But I do feel like everybody needs to have a Strat style guitar in their arsenal, so to speak, right? You know what I mean? So you have one around the house, right? Or if you're actually recording and you need something that's got Stratty sounds, there you go. And I don't have to look any further. So there's no sense in me modifying this guitar. So I'm just going to have to do some other projects with that. And eventually, I will get around to doing a heavy modding of another ST1 somewhere, I'm sure. Maybe I'll find one used and use it for the swimming pool route to prove what you can do to an ST1. Because that was the plan to begin with. But in the future, look for a few different modding projects that are going to be pretty cool coming up. As for this guitar, I've got plans for that too. But before I do that, let's talk more about the specs on this guitar, okay? Because we just talked about the headstock. Now, the neck profile is the modern C like last time, like it usually is. But in this case and in the past, much like in the past, it comes with a little more meat on the bone, so to speak. An extra millimeter wrapped around the whole fretboard, so to speak, and the back of the fretboard, excuse me, the back of the neck. Okay, and it feels really nice. This is like, I like this. It's great. I want this neck. This is a good neck. Now, the fretboard, as always, 12-inch fretboard radius, 22 stainless steel ball end frets. Nice stuff here, all the way across. And of course, it is in excellent condition because Torsten Jacob or one of his friends, they go over it to Torsten's personal standard. And Torsten plays every single guitar before it goes in the box and is marked as done. So if it's not to what he likes, it's not ready to go. And this guitar is definitely a player right out of the box. I didn't have to set up a thing. Okay, just tune it up a little. That's it. The body this time around is Poplar, right? And this black finish, black shows everything. If they didn't do this right, if they skimped out on the polish, it would show. This guitar, this body looks gorgeous. All right. Let's go to the back first, right? We got a cutaway on the back right here, so you can get access to the 22nd fret, as well as over here. Okay, and this time around, if you can see that, it says Tease Guitars, New York. I'll see if I can't get a better picture if I need it. Tease Guitars, New York, right there, right? So, nice little touch. Onto the front, we got 3 single coil pickups, 3-ply black, white, black pick guard. That looks really nice. 5-way switch, volume, tone. And we got the jack right here. 6-point tremolo is a classic. You know how that goes. When it's working and broken in, they usually work really well as long as you don't beat the hell out of them. Then they can go out of tune. But that's pretty much any tremolo unless it's a Floyd, right? So it's as good a 6-point tremolo as you're going to find. The pickups are 5.3K across the board. There was an attempt made to make sure that they stayed pretty well balanced across all 3 pickups in every single guitar. They still come with ceramic magnets, and they have a little bit of that extra glassy high end, which is always nice to have. But this time around, they're tuned to be a little more, or I should say much more Strat-like in their overall tone structure. And they've hit it out of the park, in my opinion. As I said, I'm not messing around with this guitar. No, well, I'm not messing around with the pickups. I am messing around with the guitar. Don't worry, I'll talk to you more about that in a minute. Let's hear some tones. All right, guys, so what do you think of the tones of this guitar? Let me know in the comments. Now, this is right around where we would be opening up the guitar to see what's inside, but we already know what's inside this baby. It's got a swimming pool route, so we're not even going to bother. And in case you need to know how we know, it's in the name of the guitar. It's right there, SPR, swimming pool route. Yeah, so that way you know that you can do anything you want to this guitar, right? Not that you should, I think. I mean, this thing sounds sweet. But go, buy one, then you'll know. This guitar, like I said, I'm not changing the tones on it at all. I'm not going to put new pickups in it. Absolutely not. What I am going to be doing in the future, though, is I will be turning this guitar into a David Gilmour tribute of my own, with one minor variation. Okay, I've looked up everything. It's not a difficult thing to do, and so we're going to take a look at that in another video, so stick around for that. And now's a great time for me to remind you guys that we're actually going to be giving away a lot of guitars here on the channel in the near future. I've got one going over to a friend of mine, Baby Boy Mulligan, who he's going to modify it, and then we're going to send it down to Ted over at Ted Toss Guitars in Life. He's going to help clean that guitar up and protect it. And then it's going to be sent to Fret Not, where they give away guitars. That's all they do. So, and we're going to be doing a lot of giveaways like that. So if you want to check out some cool guitar progress and have a chance to win the final product, definitely subscribe to RJ's Cave, because this is where most of that stuff's going to start. Okay? And don't forget to like and subscribe everybody else that's involved either, because we're all taking part in this, and we're all incurring expenses to upgrade and improve a guitar as it gets sent to be given away to someone like you. All right, so every single guitar channel that takes part can use your help. All right, can use your support. And here in the cave, we're going to be giving away guitars too. Okay, so you want to make sure that you subscribe to RJ's Cave as well as everybody else involved. All right, so that's going to do it for this one, guys. Please don't forget, if you're thinking about picking up an ST1, do it now. They will be selling out. Okay, there is no question in my mind that they're going to be gone real soon. The last batch sold out, and this one's selling out seemingly twice as fast. Okay, so get your guitar, and you want it. There's no mistaking that you're going to get a great deal out of this. Okay, that it's the best $179 you're going to spend on a guitar. Period. All right, that's going to do it. You've been awesome. I've been RJ. Thanks for joining me. I'm going to start playing this bad boy and planning on the upgrades. I'll see you in the next one. Later.